This is Keep Spilling TV. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Today we are talking about Sicko Boy and Ivory, Boosie daughter Ivory. They got into a disagreement about money situation. She supposed to been performing or sitting and waiting, to see about the people that were trying to like rap or whatever. And that's what he was basically saying. Like she was supposed to be sitting there, um, uh, basically like judging other people that rap and things like that and other things, and that showcase in with her situations or whatever. But let's get into it, you guys.
Ivy, I don't think I don't think Ivy even understand what she did. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, when we had this disagreement about finances, this is what it was. When you work on Wix, Wix has a payment selection where you can pay out weekly, daily, or whatever it may be. But whenever it does that, it still pays your money separate. It splits it up, pays it 3 days apart. So I do mine weekly to where by the time it comes, it's gonna come in a collective group, basically. So long story short, I have all the money lined up, basically. It's not about the money at this point. This is about ego at one certain time. And I'm going to tell you how this went. I have all the money lined up, you see what I'm saying? I just invested in it based on the fact that we only got 10 artists. So we wanted 20, fuck it. 10 was the threshold. You do 250 times 10, that's 2,500. She wanted 4,000. She wanted 1,000 for the Twitch stream, and she wanted 500, you know what I'm saying, to go do a walkthrough, do a Midwest tour. The only thing that fell through was Midwest tour. It's the longest story ever, but I want y'all to hear how it goes. I'm not telling y'all nothing that's, you know what I'm saying? But long story, I come to the conclusion basically that we're gonna go ahead and get the money, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 do it anyways. We done. She here at this point. She get off the plane, everything's smooth, you feel what I'm saying? She tell me she wanna go get food, she wanna go to the hotel. We go to the hotel. Mind you, like I said, the Wix thing just cashed out in the morning time, so if you get off the plane at 10, I couldn't go to the bank yet, you know what I'm saying? So I had to tell her right then, I have this much on me, 600, and then we're gonna go to the bank. By the time that we do our promos, by the time we get in mode to make all this money, I'm about to cash you all the way out. This is the move. So I go, get my hair, or we drop her off to the hotel, everything's smooth. She tell me, and this is more transparent because I don't sell weed, she wanna get some, you know what I'm saying, something to get her right. Boom. All right, cool, this costs this much. You give this much, so say for instance, now if I owe you something and this costs this much and you never put it in my hand, that means that it comes off the top basically in my head. So I handed her $450 in her hand basically just off the strength to say, this is, you know what I'm saying, just to get you over with till we get from the bank. Because we already know, like I said, the money just cashed out. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I just got you off the plane. Cool, no issue. We go to the hotel. I go get my braids done. You know what I'm saying? We about to do the promo. I pull back up to the hotel. She's sitting in there in the room. I'm like, what up, Ivy? What's the word? She's like, what up, Sicko Boy? I just talked to her manager and let him know that none of the people locked in for the slots. So we were going to create an opportunity, and I was still going to pay for it. Basically, with that being said, the money is not the question. Just my city didn't tap in enough at that time to where we didn't have no comedians. We didn't have no food reviewers. We didn't have none of the people that was going to be putting us on the map, you know what I'm saying, or didn't line themselves up for the opportunity, which is all right. So I said, we're going to do this, and that. We're going to do the Twitch streaming. We're going to do a call to action. We're going to do live music reviews, and I'm going to just pay you that 500. She said, all right, cool. And this is where it got confusing. Very easy, simple situation. If I handed you that money, right, like I said, and it was 450 cash that I handed you, but it was $80 for what you said you wanted, I said, okay, Ivy, here's 450. That 80, I'm going to put that towards that. She said, okay. When I come back and I said I put that towards that, she like, nah, you only gave me 450. In my mind, I'm thinking, all right, well, if I gave you 450 and I just bought that for you, we'll just pay the rest of it. She didn't understand that when you do something for somebody up front or whatever that may look like, it comes off the top because she didn't. Let's just say I go to Wendy's and your meal costs $20 and you didn't cash at me yet and I got the 20 on me and you owed me 20. We don't owe each other no more. So I'm saying, so that got knocked off, and I think she thought I was playing with her money. Money's there. Money's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? She thought that over a small situation, because maybe from the South or maybe they don't do math that fast, or I'm not sure what exactly it may be, but she didn't understand that I wasn't playing with her money. And I tried to explain it, and she flashed out, nigga. You was supposed to have my money when I got off the plane, nigga. Matter of fact, till we start Twitch streaming, get the fuck out the hotel, nigga. I look at her manager. I look back at her, I'm like, what's going on right now? This sicko boy we talking about, the coolest, most chill, nonchalant, the nigga that ain't on nothing, you see what I'm saying? I'm looking at her like, hold on now, like the money's here. I just put it on the table, and mind you, my uncle, I just had like $2,700, long story short, it was $190 short cash. She didn't even let me get the opportunity to talk about the money that was coming in the door or nothing. She just, oh, and this short right here, we flashed out, took it to the max level. Then she went as far as to tell me, matter of fact, get the fuck out the Airbnb until we start Twitch streaming. You see what I'm saying? When she said that, I'm like, okay, get the fuck out the Airbnb that we paid for until we start Twitch streaming. I stood my ground, and simply what I did, and I said, hold on, you tripping right now. I'm gonna stand right here till my uncle walk in this building like he was about to. When I say that, she pushed me, put her hands on me, you see what I'm saying? Now it's different. We done came down here, supply job with car, ride, we paying y'all money. All you gotta do is just sit and judge our artists, blah, blah, blah. And you tweaking on me about a misunderstanding, basically. And like I said, it's not something that I escalated with her. She went so as far to get so mad to say, nigga, get the fuck out the spot right now. And nigga, when I did it, she pushed me. So long story short, we gave them something to protect themselves while they was there. Immediately once I seen that was not.
Y'all, the reason why she pushed him, because this man giving her half of this, half of that, where all of her money at? That's what Ivory looking at. Where is all of my money? You already know why we here to do what we doing. Why you don't have all my money? You giving me half like I'm like I'm not gonna get the rest of my money. You just give me a little bit of this and then a little bit of that, like some stuff on the streets or something. But y'all, I think he in the wrong. She in the wrong too, because she really didn't supposed to be pushing the man, because he could have did the same thing back to her, and things of that nature. Good that he didn't do that. He didn't push her back, but you could not be pushing people, because once you see how these people move, and you don't get your money up front, like all of it up front, don't deal with them type of people, because that's what will make you want to hurt them. And she probably wanted to hurt him other than push it. She pushed him, but she probably wanted to hit him. But let's get back into it.
Not going how it was supposed to go. I grabbed what they had, put that, back in my pocket, and was like, oh, okay. You just put your hands, left out the building. Unc came back up the stairs like, hold on, nephew, what's going on? I'm like, they in there tripping right now, Unc. And I'm already past it, because if I would have put my hands on Ivy, or if I would have pushed Ivy, it would be a totally different story about a miscommunication that wasn't even something that was intentional, something that you may not have understood. This is not money problem. This is an ego problem at this point, about you thinking that a nigga playing with you, and we not. Long story short, she didn't give me the chance to explain. And Junior Boy, which is the manager, he never said nothing. He stood there as she flashed out, popped her shit, pushed niggas, did all this shit, and kept doing this. Kept looking down, shaking his head, and never said nothing. This is where the point escalated. We in there, we trying to hash it out, it's argument a bit, because mind y'all might say, why are you even?
How's it that? Yeah, her manager, Junior Boy, should have, told her, hey, got her, at least got her. Whether he said something to her, whether he would have said something to her or not, he should at least had got Ivory, and and him told him to leave, and then be talking to her, what I'm saying, calm down, I know what's going on, I know he ain't right, or anything like that, at least, try to do something about the situation. He is right about that, if that happened like that. You know how some people will get on the internet and say something, talk about something, and then it didn't even happen like they said it happened. You know what I'm saying? So he could be lying to try to just cover his end and try to make it look like, it wasn't really him, it was basically Ivory doing all this because of this and all that. So let's get back into it.
Arguing with a female. She just picked up the money and she got it in her pocket now. She basically said, nigga, fuck Sicko Boy, fuck Hit the Stage, fuck Naptown, nigga, y'all need me. Nigga, the only reason y'all gonna do good is because of me, nigga. I'm the best thing that ever happened to y'all. I'm sitting here like, whoa. So at this point, nigga, it's fuck us, fuck it. I say, get this bitch. That come out of my mouth after a past anger, because mind you, I'm not even a disrespectful person. I don't even call females bitches, you see what I'm saying? So I gotta be mad. at this particular time, Junior Boy, her manager, after he didn't say nothing the entire time, grabbed my shirt. Now we standing here at a standstill, grabbing each other, looking at each other crazy. Now it done escalated past just talking. You see what I'm saying? To where it's no more of a point where this is even a miscommunication. She done pushed me. Junior Boy didn't grab me, and all we've done is communicated and talk this time. So what she done was escalated the situation and tried to treat me like somebody that I wasn't. Yet I think that it's a perspective that was maybe in her head that if the people around me done seen this happen to her, maybe Junior Boy, maybe that's why he was sitting there looking down and letting her pop it like that. Because if I'm the manager and I'm supposed to be handling the business, hold on, Ivy, hold on. Y'all getting into a disagreement right now. Hold on, I'm a man. I'm gonna stand up and say, back up, sicko boy. This is what's going on. Y'all did whoop. Oh, this is the money that you thought, Ivy, that's what he was doing, because we was gonna have to cash out that to him to anyways. So long story short, I'm in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, at a disadvantage now, because I'm looking like, all right, y'all got my money in y'all hand. This is, you know what I'm saying, sounding like it's getting to a point where y'all got that look in y'all eye. What am I supposed to do right now? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to put my hands on Boosie daughter. This is more or less of a situation where now I'm understanding that, all right, if I press that button or if I do something further than this, I'm getting myself into a bigger situation when this ain't even that to begin with. So now I take the defeat. I just pass the ball. I'm like, all right. By then, niggas calling me Playboy. And the reason I'm bringing this into play, because I want y'all to know something. Niggas get on their phone, you feel me, and start acting like shit. Cool, like, oh, this is my little sister. I'm about to go ahead and get that. Hold on. Wow. I'm about to call you right back. This is cool. And like I said, contract cool. She's going to court, all that type of shit. She tells us, long story short, that she's not doing the showcase, not getting the money and all that type of shit. But after we came to the conclusion that it was not safe enough for, based on how it got, that we not, you know what I'm saying, an even suitable arrangement to do it with her there. So it wasn't like she just said she not doing it. But at the end of the day, she did come to the conclusion that it wasn't safe for her and she wasn't giving up that money, to where it got too heated. And now she got taken away by Playboy, got an Uber, got in a safer position, whatever it may be, it felt like to her. Kept doing music videos, kept making money, and she's not coming to our showcase. So all that to say, that is the story and that's what happened. And I'm not on here to bash Ivy. This is how we move forward. When that all happens, you got to think about how that leaves me. I got all these people that, you know what I'm saying, paid their money for slots. I got people that wanted to come to the showcase just for Ivy. I got people, you know what I'm saying, that really more or less just wanted to come and fucking perform. Mind you, if we all in that position to where this has just happened to not just me and just us, I have to explain myself to y'all, because more or less, if y'all in this position where y'all pull up and now Boosie daughter not here, y'all don't know what happened, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't understand this, I don't want to have to explain this on my stage. So I'm going to do this one time and one time only. That's why I got on live. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for me even to mention Playboy inserted himself by accepting that challenge by saying, I'm going to handle that. This is my little sister. And then he called me back, because once she get around him, he wasn't able to stand on that with her like he thought he was about to tell me, like, oh, that's little sis. She was popping it like that on me. I know Playboy couldn't get past what I was, you feel me, what we wasn't getting that money. Either we was gonna have to take it off her or he was gonna take it off her. So no offense, Playboy, don't think that we was threatening you. Don't think that we were saying we gotta incorporate you. But when you tell somebody that you're gonna do stuff that you probably gonna put yourself in a way worse position by doing, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't never, because I didn't make a threat to you. All I said was you incorporated yourself into a situation. When you incorporate yourself into something by accepting that, by saying, yeah, this is my little sis, I'm gonna do this, that's about to happen, and it don't happen, now you're in the mix. I didn't never just call Playboy and say, where Ivy at? Woo. Playboy called my phone, you see what I'm saying? So that's all that is with Playboy, if he wanted to be in the comments. But other than that, no issue with nobody. The show goes on. This is all I wanted to say. I called all my artists. Everybody said that we're gonna be still doing it. And this is something that as a city, since this fuck sicko boy fuck hit the stage, y'all needed me. It was more or less, now it's ego, because all right, city, what we gonna do? Is we gonna bash sicko?
So that's basically like the end of that, you guys. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and comment. So yeah, y'all. So on that, I feel like he's wrong, and she also wrong as well. You know, as pushing a man and all that. Even though you know what was going on, she probably wanted to hit him, but she just pushed him. But you know, you can't do that. You can't push nobody or hit nobody, because you know you wouldn't want nobody to do you that way. And if he would have, you know, pushed her back, then hell would have broke loose, you know. And Boosie would have got involved, and and her manager, this and that and all of that. But we have to look at it in both ways, you guys. We have to look at it in both ways. The man was wrong. He should have had Ivory money all at once. The whole full amount, not half of the amount. But that was two of a half. I know it probably was way more than that she was looking forward to what he had told her. And this man right here, he don't have it like that. He don't have money like that. This is a broke man trying to be something, trying to get people music out there and do what he say he's doing, but he don't have the money to bag his really himself up for this type of image that he's trying to get out here. And it's a great thing that what he's trying to do, but he also don't have the money to do it like that. That's why he gave Ivory the 400. And then he said he gave her 80. He took the 80 from it. No, he took 80. And I think he bought the weed or something and then some food or something. And that what came out of the money or whatever. Out of that 80. So you guys, this is a bunch of mess. You have to watch who you are dealing with when it comes down to a lot of things that you are doing with people. You always want to have your money up front, because you here to do whatever it is, but you need your money up front because people will play with you just like he did her. He played with her. He played with her money. He played with her bag. And of course she was gonna be mad. Who wouldn't be mad? But on that note, you guys, your girl T Spilling is out. I come to spill the tea. I come to let y'all know what's going on in these streets. So, all right, you guys, y'all have a great day.